Columbia Broadcasting System and its affiliated stations present...
Oh, a microphony.
And a phony at the mic.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Oh, hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Wherever you may be. It's fine Sunday. Here, it's morning. It's 7 a.m. And I'm on my fourth cup of coffee. So, hey, we had a good time last night on, at least we tried. I know Bunny on his show last night, or on our show. It's our show, Cryptids and Conspiracies. He was having some internet issues. His internet service over there sucks ass for whatever reason. I mean, he's got cable, so it's running through a line. But for whatever reason in that area, it sucks, and it really sucked bad last night. But overall, the stream was good. It's a good subject matter. I think Cruel, Beer Ab, and I had done enough research that we actually kind of knew what we were talking about based upon the materials that we had at our disposal to study. But I think it was a good show. I think our last one on Bobby Riggs and Billie Jean King was a good show as well. So that one, really good subject matter. We had, and from a personal standpoint, I actually had met Bobby Riggs back, and I want to say it was 92, 93, probably early 93, late 92-ish, in San Diego when I was an assistant golf professional. He frequented a golf course, which is no longer in existence. It's been bulldozed and now is a housing community. But it was a very popular golf course, and he had frequented there quite a bit. And I had some opportunity to observe Bobby Riggs. Of course, this was before I believe he was diagnosed with cancer, and he did die, unfortunately, in 95. But he was all of the stereotypical gambling tropes, all of them, every single one. He was the walking billboard for gambling, and if he could make a buck, he'd do it. I watched him rig. I want to say, if you want to use the term rigged, he Bobby rigged a golf match one time, and they hadn't even teed off, and everybody was pissed off, except Bobby Riggs. So they'd already had the bet and the stipulations and the side bets and everything else. And then everybody teed off, but Bobby teed off last. And he proceeds to walk all the way down to the women's tees and plays from the women's tees the whole 18 holes. I thought there was going to be a fist fight breakout. It was funny. But yeah, Bobby Riggs was the epitome of a gambler. That being said, I still believe, and that encounter with him and watching how he was working it, if he could make a buck that was more valuable of a buck on betting against himself, he probably would. That's just how gamblers are. They're gonna take the odds. The bigger the long shot, the bigger the payout. So, in my opinion. Anyway, so here we are this morning. Hey, B-Dog is up bright and early this morning. How's stuff in the snow country, B-Dog? I've got my fourth cup of coffee right here. But yeah, last night's stream was a good one. I think the subject matter was good. I just feel bad that Bunny was having all the issues with his internet. It sucks. It happens. I have internet issues occasionally here too, but not as severe and not as often as T-Bunny does, where he's at. So I wanted to do a morning shout out to a couple of creators. They are in the description here on my YouTube channel. I haven't put them in the description. I'll do that later for Rumble. But I am simulcasting on Rumble and YouTube. So, but I put them in the description on YouTube. One is Eccentric, and the other one is Elliot Rodriguez. Both are comic book artists and comic book creators, creating characters and things. And I'll tell you what, they got some great stuff. Please, in the description, please click on their links. Their links are to their X accounts. And I know that Eccentric right now is doing a campaign. I didn't put that link in there because he'll have all that information on his X site. He's made a lot of posts on that in the last couple of days. So he's got some really good stuff coming up. Elliot Rodriguez, a friend of the channel down in Peru, he's doing some artwork, and he does a really good job. And he's come up with his own, like, I want to say cartoon characters and his own style. And you want to check that out. He's got all that information there on his X account. And he's got a link to his YouTube as well. Both of them have YouTubes. So give those guys a look and say hi and let them know that I sent you. And again, the links are in the description on my YouTube here down below. So how do you like your coffee? Strong or weak? Yes, Bobby rigged. Yes, he did. He was a gambler to the very freaking end. But so, another a shout out to the Time Prophet. We missed you last night, buddy, on last night's stream. I hope everything's going well for you. I hope you're okay and doing all right. And we look forward to seeing you in the chats on future streams, buddy. We miss you. Yeah. So how do you like your coffee? I'm all over the place. But traditionally I like it like the real bold, dark blend. I used to use a heavy amount of sugar. I don't anymore. The wife kind of got me hooked on the sugar-free French vanilla shit. And I put just a little dash in there to give it some flavor. Because all those fucking sugar-free, everything sugar-free has got aspartame or some kind of chemical substitute that is worse than sugar, but it is what it is. I'm older anyway, so fuck, I don't need all that shit. I'm taking enough fucking pharmaceuticals as it is. Fuck the doctors and the pharmacists. But anyway, so yeah, I like my coffee bold. I also drink a combination of regular and decaf because of, old man shit called blood pressure. Medium blend, little Chobani vanilla. Yeah. French vanilla cream is, but the zero sugar one, it's a store brand. So, it's like all chemical and nothing natural in it. But like I said, I don't use a lot of it. I just put a little splash in there to give it some color and a little bit of sweetness. And I know that Abby's not here, but I think Abby uses agave nectar. So, hey, agave, that's the plant they use to make tequila. So there mustn't be anything bad about that, right? But yeah, he uses agave. I've tried honey. Yeah, no. It's like, no, there's something vile about that combination, coffee and honey. No. I've tried regular cocoa, like unsweetened pure cacao cocoa, and yeah, fuck, it's a fucking bittery ass taste, and it's not what you think it is. If you're used to dark chocolate unsweetened shit, then yeah, it's for you, but not for me. Chobani is good, all natural, no artificial sweetener. Oh, I gotta try it out then. Gotta try it out. We usually get whatever the hell's on sale. It is what it is. But yeah, okay, I will try it. I will see about picking up some this week. Yeah, vanilla cream. Cool. So yeah, I did a combination of regular and decaf. And the first cup in the morning is always 100% regular to get me going. And then after that, it's half and half. I put half and half in, half decaf, half regular. And we have a Keurig, but we have the little pod things so that you can make your own. Because when you factor it out, if you buy those little fucking pods, it's like some of those motherfuckers are like $1 a piece. Screw that shit. Fucking shit. I should know. Two of the companies that I deal with in my real job make those motherfuckers. So I have to do price checks and availability and all that other shit as I go into my stores. So yeah, they're expensive. They're good, but they're expensive. But yeah, I just use regular coffee. Right now it's just store bought. I'm not going to tell you with their store brand. It's not name brand. But the coffee we used to drink years ago, before they went fucking sideways and into the shitter, was a company called Millstone. Yeah, I also just do black. Yeah, you know what? I was doing black as a stretch, and you know, if you get the right coffee, it tastes good. It'll after a couple of days of drinking it black, you get the right coffee, it tastes good. That's like fuck. If you get the wrong coffee, it just tastes like fucking fermented asphalt. It's like fuck that shit. It's a bad taste in your mouth. So Sam, the company we used to get, I don't think it's even in existence anymore. It was called Millstone Coffee, and they made flavored coffees. But I think Millstone was, I don't know if they were all natural or not. I don't know. But the thing I liked about Millstone was they had a decaf line. Every flavor of coffee that they made in regular with all the flavors, they had the same thing in decaf. And so they used to have a chocolate one. And we used to buy the shit out of it. And yeah, it's all about the coffee quality. Yeah, exactly. It is. And when you find a brand that, is good, you probably want to stick with it. I don't necessarily like Starbucks at all. I don't like a lot of things about Starbucks in general, and their coffee's too fucking high, too expensive. I mean, it's just nuts. But yeah, you find a coffee that you like that's got good quality and a good flavor. You don't have to put any sweeteners or nothing into it. Now there's a couple of companies out there that we've got some samples for. The wife got a bunch of samples over the holidays for some coffee companies, and they had some flavored coffees. And I'll tell you what, I was spoiled. There's some good shit, and regular and decaffeinated. And we got these little sample packs, and they're expensive, but they're good. You're not going to find them at a fucking supermarket. They're like a coffee specialty coffee, and it's some good stuff. But when you find a brand that you like, that tastes good, that you can cope with and you can buy, and it's not too expensive, go for it, man. Like I said, I used to dump a shitload of sugar in mine. I used to be, black with sugar, but now I can't deal with a lot of sugar, and so, like I said, I don't want to give the pharmaceutical fucking industry any more money than I'm forced to right now. And I'm working on changing that shit. It's hard. Oh, my son got me some Black Rifle coffee. Pretty damn good. Yeah, Black Rifle coffee I hear is good, but they're really not what you think they are. They with behind the scenes, and I think you know about that, B-Dog. But they're good coffee, but yeah, I personally would not buy their coffee. It's just me. But hey, if it's good coffee and you like it, fucking get it. Who cares? Yeah. There's another cup of coffee. Yeah. A lot of people have heard. There's a couple coffee companies out there that you get. There's Blackout Coffee. There's Death Wish Coffee. There's They're expensive, of course, but you can get those readily available at your local supermarkets or your grocery stores. You can find those. Black Rifle as well, they're out there. There's a couple other companies that are breaking into, like there's Firehouse Coffee, I think. Like Firehouse Subs has their own coffee line, of course. But anyway, find a coffee that you can like, that you can afford, and it's just readily available for you. You know, because that's the thing. A lot of these specialty companies that are like online or something, they're not locally. You can't go down to your local store. If you're in an area like me, we've got a lot of grocery stores, but you're not going to find that, you know, whatever that the specialty coffee is. You'd be very hard pressed to find it. But find a coffee that you like and just go for it, whether it's regular or decaf. And the thing that makes me sad is there's not a lot of decafs that have any kind of flavor to them. It's just, you're either going to get, it's decaf or it's not decaf. And that's the suck part. And finding though the decaf coffee, for those people who don't want to have caffeine, but they like the taste of coffee, decaf's the way to go. But to get the flavored coffees, you have to actually go online and buy it. It's not readily available at your local supermarket or Walmart or wherever. It's, you know, that's the suck part, is the distribution end of it. And I know from my job, distribution and marketing is a bitch. And if you don't have a fuck ton of money to spend on it, you're just going to have to go internet because it's cheaper. It tends to be cheaper. So, but have your coffee, find it, love it, drink it, and go for it. But yeah, I posted on X this morning that I think it was in response to our friend Cruel Beer Abbott made a post posting the link to the show from last night, and he made some comments on it, and I made a comment saying that you know, this year we've had some good shows, and I think that we should have like a mid-year review show of all the shows that we did, because the Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs thing was great. This last one was a good one. We did a couple others earlier in the year that I think were great subject matter. There's a lot of things out there to discuss. There's a lot more conspiracies that end up becoming fact than say the cryptid end of it. Although some of these cryptids are definitely, I believe some are real, and I believe that they're plausible. Other stuff is more that's so old. Like I mentioned one time on stream about the Snallygaster in the Appalachia. Well, the Snallygaster was basically something that was brought over, the folklore and myth was brought over by the settlers from Europe. I think German settlers, primarily in Appalachia, the mountains. And they brought this myth of the Snallygaster, which is a winged creature, big, huge, freaking dragon bird thing, called the Snallygaster. And so there's things like that, you know, it's a quote unquote, it's a cryptid, but no one's seen one in for fucking ever, you know. And you do have things like the Chupacabra, and we still don't know what the fuck that is. And then you've got the frickin' Jersey Devil, you know, what the hell, you know, the Jersey Devil and the Pine Barrens. Of course, there's all kinds of different Bigfoot sightings all over the fucking United States and the world. You know, and we've not really gotten into the Bigfoot differences, because there's differences in Bigfoots. There really are. It's like human race. It's this humans. There's more than one kind of human. So, and I believe that there's more than one kind of Sasquatch, Bigfoot, whatever you want to fucking call it. But that's just me. But yeah. So I'm here this morning shooting the shit solo right now, because I think Abby is either still en route home, or he got home late last night and he's probably still asleep, which I don't blame him. Look at this. This cup was made for me back about 6 years ago by a coworker who does, this is spin art epoxy on a cup. And so she made this for me with all the superheroes on it. You've got them all on there. Batman, Superman, Iron Man, the Hulk, Thor, all that stuff. So she made this for me, and I've had it ever since. And so, yeah, it's still going. It's still holding coffee. It holds the most coffee. It's a 16-ounce freaking cup. And I enjoy it. It used to come with a travel cover, an insert, but the seal went to shit, and so it ended up getting thrown away. But I never used it to travel; just drink here at the house. So yeah, so we're Sunday morning, about 20 after 7. I got to get running here pretty soon because I got some projects I got to do. I'm trying to get things outside kind of ready for the summer, meaning I'm moving stuff from one shed that's metal to the workshop, which is not metal and air conditioned, and it has insulation and all that shit. So I'm actually in the process of sorting through things. Like I still have the Christmas stuff, boxes of interior Christmas decorations that I need to seal up, and they're going to go underneath the house. I haven't done that yet because it's just been kind of crazy the last few months, especially with the home stuff that we did. And we're still kind of doing that. Some of that I did yesterday too. I actually added some more electrical wiring and stuff like that and for a future project. So I went ahead and installed a wall box, outlet box, a single gang box in the shed. I don't have the gang for it. I just have a box. I put a cover on it, hooked the Romex inside, and then traveled that all the way over to the J box that I have that comes inside. So it's ready to go when I get that plugged. But right now, nothing's hooked up, but the wire's there and ready to go when the time comes. So yeah, and then I'm gonna have to do some replacement because some stuff's not exactly correct, so I got to correct some things, and it's just a matter of me actually doing them. There's no issues as far as like any kind of fucking mysterious accident happening. It's just this it just has to be done a little bit differently, more correctly, and it's just no big deal. No harm, no foul right now. But I do have to do it before it gets real hot. Otherwise, I won't be able to do it because it'd be too fucking hot. But that's how it is here in Arizona. It gets fucking hot. And it's just part of life. Like I said, I got to do some transitioning over some stuff and getting some stuff repacked and sealed and put underneath the house and the underneath. I have a storage area for things for all the Christmas shit. So once it gets sealed up, I'll stick everything under there. Everything's in plastic totes. I zip tie them and then tape them up so that there's no critters getting inside, and they're protected. There's pretty good ventilation under there. And I've made some modifications under the house to kind of help organize it a little better, and all the little creepy crawlies and shit, get rid of them. But yeah, so there's that in the summer. We're getting ready for summer. Like some people back east get ready for winter. We're getting ready for summer. Getting ready for summer, checking all the air conditioners, making sure everything's running well. Last summer we had an issue and we had 2 air conditioners go down, window air conditioners. We had the one we had at the window behind me. We used to have one. We went down in the summer last year, so we had to have an emergency expense of buying that one. And then we had another one go down in my shed, and I've got glues and different things and stuff like that can't really get too hot, and so we had to replace that one. Well, this year, one of the projects I had to do or had help with was put up a mini split, as you can see right there above the freaking window. That's a mini split. So we had to run wiring and stuff like that to that. and hook that up and mount that. And my father-in-law helped me out with that. And so we don't have window unit anymore. And then, but like I said, last summer we had 2 window units go down. I mean, when you add it up, that's like, $350 and so it sucks. But we blew the wad on the mini split system for the bedroom, took that unit out, which was new. And that one is going to go in my daughter's room, and hers, we've had it in there for about 2 years, 3 years. And it's the oldest one that's left. And so this one we had here is going to go in her room, and hers is going to get retired. So, but that's all part of it, getting ready for the summertime while the weather is palatable. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on. Also, because of my work, the stuff outside that I'm doing also is in preparation for doing some filming for YouTube for my woodworking projects. I'm going to start filming on those here soon, but I've got to get some things done because it's just a mess. I can't even set up a fucking tripod in there because there's just no room. And I got to do some consolidation, giving away, throwing away stuff that's just not used anymore. And I've already done that once this last year. Last year I did that. Threw some stuff away, gave some stuff to people. So, yeah, I'm trying not to be a fucking hoarder. It sucks. But it is what it is. So, and also too, I think the last video I did last Sunday also talked about trying to do more of the old stuff we did on the channel, like toys and comic books and different stuff like that. And I want to get some of those old guests back on and get some new guests on too for that. And maybe playing around with doing a different day of we'll keep this one, the Sunday morning, but like do another day, like a Friday night or a Saturday morning or something like that. We used to do Saturday mornings all the time, but that had to change. But I'm figuring Friday night would be a good one. For some people, it might work. Other people, it might not. I know it's a busy time on YouTube. I mean, all the big guys are doing all their stuff, and and that's all good, but us little fries, and there's a lot of little creators out there too, especially woodworking guys. Last week, I shouted out the Blessed Carpenter, his channel. He's an up-and-coming woodworker. He's only been doing YouTube channels for like the last 3 months, since January, and he's doing pretty good. And he's coming right along. He's buying used equipment. He's buying used saws and used stuff, and he's making all kinds of stuff. He had a live stream a couple of weeks ago where him and I guess it was some friends or relatives were helping him make some stuff for an order that he got. And so he was live streaming it, which was great. He just got 1,000 subs, a little over 1,000, I think, and was talking about his, his membership, stuff like that, looking into getting channel memberships and stuff for people. But he's doing a good job. The Blessed Carpenter, look him up on YouTube. But yeah, so again, Eccentric and Elliot Rodriguez are in the description. Those links are to their Twitter feeds, to Twitter page. Stop by, follow them, check out their stuff. Tell them I said I sent you, and give them a look at what they're doing. They're doing some great art. They're good people. I've had Elliot on before, and I used to have Eccentric used to be in my chats. So when we were doing a different day, so I would like to see everybody that's watching right now go to his site and follow him and stuff. But he's doing some great stuff. Like I said, he's got a campaign right now for a comic book. He's already got one comic book out. I think it's called Angels and Demons. And he did that one last year, I think. Yeah, this is a new one. And so check it out. He's got a trailer coming out for that. I think he said the trailer is coming out soon. I can't remember the date offhand. I've had too much coffee. But anyway, hey, and if anybody sees the Time Prophet, tell him we miss him. here on my channel and on Bunny's channel. And we're in 30 minutes. I'm going to call it. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. B-Dog, thanks for being in the chat, brother. Appreciate it. Enjoy your coffee. And I'll look over that Chobani creamer at the store this next time. So great, everybody. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Next Saturday night. Don't forget, Cryptids and Conspiracies. Bye. Hit the button.
We all just want to party. Yes, yes, we don't care what we're told.